What's going on to all of my Pisces? So you Pisces actually have the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles. I already did this stuff. I already covered some of the cards. The Five of Cups, Ten of Cups. Sorry about that. The Two of Wands, Seven of Wands, the Fool, Three of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here, because y'all gave me the most views, so you and Pisces gave me the most views, so I'm going to go ahead and give you and Pisces the first two videos. So what I'm seeing here for y'all, the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. So the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Five of Cups is, wow. Like I said, people know that you don't want to talk to him. People know that, okay, a lot of people are starting to understand that you're being humble about your success, and that you Virgos are successful in your own right, but you're not trying to rub it in anybody's faces, and you're not necessarily trying to draw attention to yourselves. But people were taking that personally because they caught up, because they're goofy. They're caught up with the keeping up with the Joneses mentality, the mentality of being delusional and trying to be this Hollywood star, right? And the thing about it is that the Five of Cups represents, and now they're regretting it because you're not with them. The King of Swords in this tarot deck, the Game of Thrones tarot, is not about creating relationships and potentially building relationships. In this tarot deck, it represents severing or letting go of relationships and letting go of certain things. So the Ten of Cups represents, now they understand that they had you. They had a good relationship with you. They could have, and when I say a relationship, I mean whether things got heavy because now intimacy was introduced, or whether it was because you were in the friendship stage and you were trying to get to know the person. These people are now starting to realize that they were really bugging. They were really delusional. They were really out here acting a fool. And I can't even call them a fool, because a fool is a highly spiritual being, because it represents an individual who understands to detach from all of this. And the thing about it is that the Two of Wands now represents, they know that you have your own kingdom, you're not sharing it with them, when you could have, if they would have played their cards right. But they were so indecent. And see, why it is that you Virgos keep getting this reading is not because I'm reading the same thing over and over and over again, but it appears like that because you Virgos are cutting off or severing relationships or cutting ties with, right? King of Swords, cutting ties with people left and right who are delusional, who are immature, who are emotionally irregulated, right? They can't control their emotions, right? They tried to scapegoat you. They're just upset, spazzing out on you and wilding out for no reason. They don't really have any kind of justification, to a real justification, to be upset at you. They're just upset at you because they have to come up with this story in their head about why it is that you have to be an enemy. And it really goes to show you how deluded they really are, because how are they going to be in a how do they even have a hope of being in a relationship with somebody? They even have a hope of being in a relationship with somebody that they despise due to the fact that they are envious of them. That doesn't even make any sense. you're going to be in a relationship with somebody that you're trying to sabotage. That makes no sense. You're hanging out with this person. You're being intimate with this person. The two of y'all swapping DNA. What are y'all talking about? Y'all can end up having a family if y'all are not careful, if you know what I mean. And you're envious of this person. You're jealous of what this person has. That really talks to you, Virgos, about the mentality. Well, a lot of you Virgos are cutting ties with these people. A lot of you Virgos are cutting ties with them. You realize that you don't want that around you. And the Seven of Wands is that you're going to have more people in the future who are acting like this because they can't control themselves. It's the delusion of people want you to take care of them, even though they're off their rocker, and even though they're off their rocker, something's wrong with them. But at the same time, they want you to take care of them and give them attention. No, people need to grow up. You should not be in your 20s, 30s being that vacant in the mind, being that vacant in the heart, and all of that stuff. You know how this comes about, Virgo? All of this stuff comes about from them being spiritually bankrupt. Because of the fact that they're so spiritually bankrupt, that's what's getting them in a situation where they have the inability to think, because that's what being spiritually bankrupt will get you. It will get you nowhere. Because what will happen is that you'll just find yourselves in situations where you can't even come up with anything new. You can't even think yourself out of a brown paper bag, out of certain situations, due to the fact that you so caught up with keeping up with the Joneses and control issues. So the Fool and the Three of Swords represents, you saw that and you realize that honestly, a lot of people are going to be heartbroken when you leave them alone, but you got to do it because of their emotional, because of them being emotionally irregulated, but desiring you at the same time. They want you, but they can't make up a decision whether or not they want to be on your team and be down real right, so to speak, or is it that they want to be on your team and they want to sabotage you because they look at it from a form of competition. And this is what I mean when I say, Virgo, that people got to learn to manage their ego. A lot of times when I say that you have to put your ego to the side, a lot of people take that personally, but it goes to show you how people are not really playing with a full deck of cards. Because what I mean when I say put your ego aside, number one, I'm not talking about put your ego aside all the time. Everybody has an ego, including me. Everyone has an ego. You wouldn't be alive if you didn't have an ego, period. So with that being said, what I meant is, and this is what and this is what you Virgos are starting to realize. You may not realize it to the degree that I'm realizing it, but this is something that a lot of you Virgos are realizing. By the way, if you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come and get a personal reading from me. There's a link to a link tree in the comment section of this video. I want you to click on it. Go to the part which says private tarot readings, which will click on it, right? Click on that, which will go directly to my website. Right from there, you can figure out the rates of payment in which you want to get a private reading from me. I am available to do readings today. You also have my Instagram, the link to my books that are on Amazon, my clothing store, as well as there will be a link to my email address. Now, you can also contact me at my email address, right, if you need any help booking a reading as well. So I am available to do readings today. So you Virgos may not understand it to the degree that I understand it, but you Virgos are understanding that that's not what a relationship is. People can't claim to want to be in a relationship with you and they're trying to sabotage you because their ego is on high and they can't, and they're so deluded, they don't even understand what these things mean. Because a lot of time, what stops people from learning, and this is what a lot of you Virgos are starting to realize, what stops people from really becoming evolved to where they can go from the I'm talking about zodiac wise, they can go from being the ram or the bull to being like a Gemini, a person, right? Or Virgo, person, Aquarius, a person, Libra, an idea, right? Is their inability to reflect, their inability to review things, right? Because they're so caught up with their over emotionalism. And a lot of you Virgos are starting to realize this is why it is that we have so many Mercury retrogrades. It's to show people how emotionally caught up they are. Their emotions is getting them caught up. They're too caught up in their own emotions. And their own emotions is what's stopping them from really advancing in life. Their inability to understand when they have a good thing in you, Virgos, and that it's probably a good idea that they cherish their relationship with you, and that you Virgos want to see them do better. But instead of them learn to raise their own value up, see themselves from a different perspective, understand that it's not about disrespect, it's about teamwork. No, what would they rather do? They're so downstairs, they would right and deluded, they would rather be in a situation where it's more about keeping up with the Joneses and competing and trying to sabotage you, but then saying that they love you and all of that. And it really goes to show you how two-faced a lot of people really can be, at the fact that these are people who will say that they love you, but they sabotage you at the same time, but they love you. Right. Sounds like delusion to me. And then the thing is that the Three of Cups and the Four of Pentacles is, and you're getting your victories. The Three of Cups represents your victories. That the fact that the people who you can celebrate with, probably with family, probably with friends, probably with both, those people cherish you already. And the Four of Pentacles represents, and they understand that you Virgos are out here doing your thing. And you Virgos, and they know, they know that you Virgos, if and when you Virgos get somebody, you Virgos will choose correctly. Let's clarify the Two of Wands. Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Empress. That's right. This is the situation that you have here. You're moving forward with your life, managed well, and you will let go of anybody that's giving you a hard time. Because what you've got and what you envision is not what other people envision, because they goofy. They're delusional. They're goofy. They are. They don't know how to control themselves. And they think in their mind, they're sticking it to you, right? These people are delusional, Virgo. So let's clarify the Three of Swords. Six of Cups. Oh, so now they're going to try to come back. Why? Stay gone. The Three of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Seven of Wands. No, you Virgos need to tell them to kick rocks barefoot. That's a dub. Three of Pentacles and the Fool, because they didn't want to listen before, didn't they? They wanted to keep up with the Joneses. So now they're in a situation where they out here and they looking the way that they looking with the face. Now it's, so you know what you Virgos got to do? Let them be, and let them continue to be deluded in their own little la la land, allowing themselves to be caught up because they can't control themselves emotionally. And this is the bed that they made. So now they got to lay in it. So let's clarify. Let's clarify the Three of Cups. I know I'm doing that. This whole time, this past 2 weeks, letting go of people that give me a hard time, because all of these issues that people brought, because I'm a Virgo, all of these issues that people brought to the table for no reason. I'll have people who don't like me and start up disagreements with me. Why? Because of some stuff that I said that'll help them. Okay, then you don't have to fix anything that you don't want to. Stay in la la land. Then they, and if they try to come back, I know what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to answer them back. I'm not even going to text them back. Not even going to give them a call back, because their emotions got them caught up in a situation, because they're in la la land. They're too delusional to get out of their own way, because they have an inflated sense of importance, Virgos. That's the situation, and they're too deluded to see things, to see the reality of things, because it's not you Virgos that were getting negatively affected. It was them, and this is the reading that proves it. So the 3 of Cups, so let's clarify the 3 of Cups. 4 of Wands, Page of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Right, people can see that you're building what it is that you want, and you're headed in the correct direction. That's where the anger and the jealousy and these people needing to when I say these people, I mean the Page of Cups. They know that you're doing better off without them, and this is where all the spite is coming from, all the ah, the disagreements. You disagreeing with somebody stepping their game up? That's what you disagreeing. So what you trying to say? So you trying to say that you want them to remain like this, right? Yeah, that's what they saying, Virgo. The 8 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups represent. So what is it that you doing? You don't care. You continuing on, and you having your victories. You got the 3 of Cups to clarify the 3 of Cups. So we need to go ahead and actually clarify with another card, the Knight of Wands. If you were to let them back in, these people would try to ruin what it is that you have. Do not let them back in. That's pretty much it for the reading. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Appreciate y'all. You Virgos, all y'all zodiac signs, all of y'all, all 12 of y'all make this thing work, because teamwork makes the dream work. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. Right now, we have 4,267 subscribers. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Y'all are amazing.